This is video 6 for week 6. So we might cover this in class or we might not. So if we aren't going to cover it in class, please be sure that you scroll through these slides and click the links to ensure that you understand what formal meetings are, how they work, typical words that are used, and processes and procedures, so that when you graduate and you attend a formal meeting at work, you feel comfortable and confident to participate. Okay. So most formal meetings of organizations or businesses, program team meetings like the ones I mentioned on the other screen, they have a set of rules that identify how the meeting will be run, what the role of different group members will be, how agendas will be set, how minutes will be stored. And the rules, there's quite a few different sets of rules. Some of the more common ones, though, are Robert's Rules of Order. And another one that's often used by charitable or non-government organizations is the Carver Policy Model. So it's the governance, so how it will be organized. They have a set of rules for meetings. Or the Parliamentary Rules of Order, which is what the Government of Canada uses to make sure that things are organized and there's order and process and all kinds of nasty things don't happen at the meetings, that everybody knows what to expect and it's run nicely. So click through and take a look at what each of these things are, and take a look at what a sample agenda looks like. So if you ever are responsible for having a formal meeting or for creating an agenda for weekly meetings or monthly meetings at work, you'll know what you should include on your agenda. And then make sure you know what these terms mean. A consent agenda, because a lot of organizations have moved to this type of an agenda where certain items that are always going to be on the agenda, things like reports, they don't discuss them. They just get added and then there's a motion and they're approved without any discussion. Quorum, again, take a look. It refers to the meeting can't run and can't make decisions unless a specific number of people are there. And in camera, I invite you to take a look at what that means. It typically has nothing to do with cameras. It's Latin. It means that whatever's discussed during that certain part of the meeting, if somebody says, I'd like this part of the meeting to be in camera, then things might not be recorded as in detail or necessarily follow the usual processes. And it usually happens when the team is discussing finances or discussing HR issues, human resources issues. So continue through, do these activities, showing you what a motion looks like, and then talking about, if you are the chairperson of the meeting, what are some of your responsibilities. And then please watch this little video, click the link to YouTube, and it talks about what a chairperson does and how they can do an effective intervention when people aren't following the rules. Okay. And then I invite you to click through again to see a typical agenda for a formal board. And then I put these in the self-assessment to get you thinking about everything you've learned. If you don't have formal meeting experience or you want to get some more understanding of formal meetings, I encourage you to go to a nonprofit board if you're on it and attend their meetings, or a lot of them like town meetings. You can watch them because they're being recorded right now because of COVID, or go to the parliamentary channel and see how things run. All right, in my next video, I'll discuss the reflection.